Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Tonight from the Raider Activity Center in Tower City, it's the season opener for the Thunder of Medina-Pingree Buchanan and the Raiders of Maple River. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Brianna Storhoff will be running the camera for us here this evening in Tower City as we take a look at these two teams from a season ago. MPB coming off a 3-17 season, losing to Ellendale in a loser-out game of the District 2 tournament. This year at the helm is Jeremy Schmidt, first-year head coach here for the Thunder this season. On the opposite side, for the Maple River Raiders, coming off a 19-7 year a season ago, winning the District 1 championship, taking third place in the region and losing to Benson County in a state qualifying game last season for Maple River. This is the 5th year as a co-op for the Raiders when it comes to basketball. It's the Thunder and the Raiders. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll go over the latest matchups in the last handful of seasons between Maple River and Medina-Pingree Buchanan, go over your first girls basketball poll of the season, and we'll hear from the coaches as well. Again, this is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to Irie INS, that is IrieINS.com, to get a free quote started today. Back with more after this here in Tower City.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is your one-stop shop for gifts and home improvements. Check out the huge display of DeWalt power tools. They accept Hillsboro Christmas cash, making holiday shopping even easier. And explore all major name brand appliances, floor covering, cabinets, windows, doors, and much more. Find everything you need for all seasons, including this special holiday season when you shop at Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro, open Monday through Saturday.
As we continue on the pregame show here from the Raider Activity Center, it is Maple River and Medina-Pingree Buchanan here on this Tuesday evening. Chase Miller with you again inside the Raider Activity Center. The series between the Raiders and the Thunder goes like this in the last couple of seasons. Maple River has won 3 straight, including last year's win on December the 3rd, 72-30 at Medina-Pingree Buchanan. 2 years ago, they played at the Raider Dome here in Tower City. It was a 44-28 win for the Raiders. Last Thunder win came back on December 21st of 2021, a 3-point win for MPB. So the Raiders looking to make it 4 straight over the Thunder, while the Thunder looking to snap that Raider winning streak here in this series. These two teams could meet up again later on this season as the Region 1B tournament, but in 2 separate districts, with the Thunder in District 2 and the Raiders in District 1. Taking a look ahead, MPB will have a game coming up on Monday at Griggs-Dakota. We'll have that one for you right here on yourliveevent.com as well. As the Thunder travel to Griggs-Dakota, Greg Grenz will be on the call for you on that one 6 days from now. Then they will host Warwick for their home opener for MPB on December the 16th before having a District 2 matchup at Linton HMB on December the 18th. While for the Raiders, they will partake and make the trek across I-94 to downtown Fargo on Thursday night and go up against a Division A opponent in the Grovers of Fargo Oak Grove on Thursday. Then on December the 9th, They'll be at the Barnes County Tournament. That'll be a week from today in the quarterfinals going up against the Enderlin Eagles. We'll have the matchup in downtown Fargo for you on Thursday right here on yourliveevent.com, and the same for the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament as well. That'll be on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week at Valley City State University. Latest polls here, or the preseason polls. In Division B, you have Benson County, the defending champ, at number 1, receiving all 16 first-place votes. Berthold at number 2, followed by Maple River, number 3. Lamorlich O'Mary, number 4. And Grant County, Mott Regent, and Kenmare Bowbells tied for number 5 in the preseason girls basketball poll, receiving votes of Tioga and Langdon Area Munich as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know what's going on across yourliveevent.com here tonight. Ahead of our coaches' conversation, we'll hear from Nathan Hootson alongside dear Jeremy Schmidt coming up around the corner. But when we come back, we'll let you know what's also going on yourliveevent.com here this evening. Again, this is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
On the pregame show here tonight on this Tuesday, as we're working our way here early on in the month of December. For a complete schedule coming up, go to yourliveevent.com. That again is yourliveevent.com, or simply hit subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We'll get a preview of the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament, as we'll hear from Calvin Kraft, the commissioner of the BCT, tomorrow night on the Coaches Show. That'll be at 7 o'clock right here on yourliveevent.com. Also going on this evening, some wrestling to hockey to hoops season. You have it all and more. The Fargo North Spartans going up against the Spoilers of Grafton Park River tonight for boys hockey in North Dakota. Also this evening in girls basketball, Lisbon and Northern Cass in a Region 1A matchup that'll be making its way again. And Hunter, Kevin Kochman with you on the call for that one. Little high school boys and girls wrestling with Devils Lake and Central Cass. A wholesale of games across Minnesota and North Dakota tonight. On Thursday, we'll have Hillsborough Central Valley Central Cass for high school girls basketball. Barnesville travels to Kindred, and as we alluded to, Maple River going up against Oak Grove as well in downtown Fargo in girls hoops. So check out our website again, yourliveevent.com, for more information coming up here throughout the month of December. And pencil this into your calendars. In February, the District 1 girls basketball tournament will be in Lisbon this year. It'll be February 13th, 14th, and 16th for both MPB and the Raiders. They'll want to make the regional tournament. That'll be at the Jamestown Civic Center. Girls State qualifiers again at Mayville State, with the Girls State Tournament this season, March 5th through the 7th at the Minot State Dome. So the regional at the Jamestown Civic, qualifiers at Mayville State, as it's been the last 2 years in this 3-division system, with the state tournament at the Minot State Dome, the A-State tournament at the Civic Center in Jamestown that same weekends. But the B again up at the Minot State Dome. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the coaches. Jeremy Schmidt first up, hear from the Thunder, and then we'll hear from Nathan Hoots as well. That's all still to come on our pregame report, here brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Maple River Raider fans, it's game time. Your high school athletes are giving it their all, and they need you in the stands, on the sidelines, and behind the scenes. So grab your gear, bring the noise, and show your Raider pride all season long. Let's rally behind the Raiders and make a difference.
On behalf of the Raider volleyball team, we thank you for your support.
Go Raiders! To the near side, Sophia Satchram, get up and put it down.
From Raider football, thank you for your support.
Money, and Warren is gone. Touchdown, Maple River. On our pregame show here today from the Raider Activity Center, it is Maple River girls basketball going up against the Thunder of Medina-Pingree Buchanan. Joining us from the Thunder perspective is the head coach, that's Jeremy Schmidt. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Jeremy, I'm going to ask Nathan Hoots the same question, and anybody at this time of the year, whether it's the first game or game 2 or game 3 in December, what's the biggest thing you want to see from your club, particularly in a season opener tonight, win, lose, or draw?
I would say 4 complete quarters of intensity. We want to try and play fast. A lot of these girls haven't played together before. We're using a lot of 8th graders here. We're pretty young. I want to see them adapt to the rest of the girls as the season goes.
What's one trait or characteristic from where we are here in December that you want to see from your club before you get to that district tournament? What's one thing on the court you want to see for 4 quarters of basketball?
I would say offensive consistency. I want to see them put the points up consistently game after game.
And the one thing for a basketball coach, when the volleyball team has a really good year, that means your first week of practice is, for some players, also at a state tournament. So how do you balance that early on the season where some of these girls are really getting their basketball legs, so to speak, in them still at this time of the year, Jeremy?
So we actually only had 6 practices as a group, but we practiced all the way through except for Thanksgiving Day to try and get ready. I feel like we're kind of ready to test and see where we're at.
Let's talk about a couple of players. A lot of folks will remember Bryn Sorensen, the Class B Senior Athlete of the Year when it comes to volleyball, but what can she do on the basketball court as well?
She's extremely physical. She plays hard. She's fast. We moved her to a forward position this year. I think it fits her a little bit better. She loves working around the rim. I think it's just going to be a good fit once she fully adapts to it.
And also Violet Bold, just a junior. She's consistently a setter with over 3,000 career assists, in volleyball. But what can she do in terms of the basketball skills this season?
Super athletic, drives to the basket well. Plays point guard for us, is a leader out there, defensive beast, looking for her to just kind of help run the club.
Final thing for you, Jeremy, before I let you go. Biggest thing against Maple River, against Nathan Hoots, what's going to be a challenge here later tonight against the Raiders from your perspective?
I would say not try and contain them early so they don't get out on us right away, try and pace with them right away. They're a good ball club. I think that's the biggest thing, is not let it get away on us.
Hey, Jeremy, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight and throughout the course of the season.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That again, Coach Jeremy Schmidt with us here from Medina-Pingree Buchanan. We'll continue with more after this here in Tower City.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is your one-stop shop for gifts and home improvements. Check out the huge display of DeWalt power tools. They accept Hillsboro Christmas cash, making holiday shopping even easier. And explore all major name brand appliances, floor covering, cabinets, windows, doors, and much more. Find everything you need for all seasons, including this special holiday season when you shop at Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro, open Monday through Saturday.
As we continue on our pregame show here today inside the Raider Activity Center, season opener for both the Maple River Raiders and the Thunder of Medina-Pingree. Buchanan joined us here from the Raider perspective as their head coach. That's Nathan Hoots. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Hoots, let's just start there. Season opener, win, lose, or draw, no matter who you're playing, what's the one thing you want to see from your team for 4 quarters of basketball here tonight against the Thunder?
Compete against somebody else other than ourselves. We had the opportunity taken away from us to scrimmage on last Tuesday. We were supposed to go down to Lisbon, but Mother Nature decided to throw a little bit of a curveball. So it's the first time we've come into a season opener without a little bit of perspective of going against somebody else. Now, I'm lucky. I feel like I have 10 girls that can go 5-on-5 and practice and simulate, what we would have done in that scrimmage and give each other a pretty good look. But when the defense knows what we're running on offense, it makes it a little bit more difficult and just to get a good idea of what we're doing. But I'm excited just for us to be able to compete and see those competitive juices flowing from not just the girls, but myself as well.
The one nice thing is having Carly Hovelson back. It was nearly a year ago to the date at the Barnes County tournament that she went down with a season-ending injury. Able to see her back on the court here, Hooch, just what does that bring, from practices, and what do you want to see from her early on in the season?
Personally, she's such an awesome kid and such an asset to our program that it really hurt when she went down last year. We missed her presence, her smile that she brought to practice, and the energy, positive energy that she brought every day. So having that back on the practice floor has been really, really good for us here in the first couple of weeks. Carly, the player, is tremendous, and there's a lot of people in the stands and people around the region that didn't get the opportunity to see her really blossom after her freshman year, where she was kind of my sixth man, and the energy that she brought off the bench was really good for us. I'm excited to see her starting now. She got a couple games she got to start last year before the ACL injury, and just a lot of hard work. She's sick and tired of me checking with her every single day to see how she's doing and how she's progressing, but we're just, as an entire program, we're excited to see her back tonight. 2
more things for you. Nathan Hoots, head coach of the Raiders, joined us. Hoots, what's the one trait or characteristic early on this season that you want to see from this team? Is it get up and down the floor? Is it rebounding? Is it more let's keep control of the tempo and ball position? What's the one thing you want to do well, particularly this week against the Thunder and against the Grovers on Thursday night?
Play at our pace. I think our pace is going to be, I don't want to call it, I don't want to play frantic, frenetic, whatever you want to use. But controlled chaos is kind of what we're looking for. Put pressure on the team that we're going against for 75, 80 feet, and make them feel us for the entire game, but be able to do that without fouling. I think we're deep, but I don't know. I hope we are, and we're going to find out if we get into foul trouble if we are or not. But I want us to cause chaos on defense, but be under control on offense, get good possession after good possession, stack positive possessions and see where that takes us.
Final thing, MPB, a new coach, but a team that you've played a lot over the last handful of seasons, particularly early on in the year. A lot of folks are going to remember the Bryn Sorensens and Violet Bowles from volleyball that are playing here in hoops as well. Hoops. So biggest thing when you're going up against a brand new coach, good, bad, or ugly, not knowing what their style or their tendencies are in a season opener.
I think it's a good thing. I wasn't able to go back and watch what they did last year because I've done that in the past and, have a little bit of an idea of what's going on. This year, we're kind of flying blind, and I told the girls, they asked what the game plan was, and I said, do our stuff and do it as well as we can. Getting to see them this summer, I think Coach Schmidt has got them really trending in the right direction. They're super young, but with really young girls that want to play basketball, you can mold them in the way that you want to, and I think he's going to do that. I think they're going to want to play with pace similar to us. So it hopefully is something that the fans enjoy watching tonight.
Hey, Hoots, it's always good to see you. Best of luck here tonight.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And again, Nathan Hoots, head coach from Maple River. We'll continue with more after this here on our pregame show. That interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. As we put a bow on our pregame show here, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. For the Thunder of Medina-Pingree Buchanan, this is their season opener. They'll roll like this. Harper Wick, a 5'4", 8th grade starting guard. Wick again at 5'4". Violet Bowl, a 5'6" junior guard. You have Schmidt, a 5'9", 8th grader, the forward, the daughter of head coach Jeremy Schmidt here for Alina. Then Bryn Sorensen, the 5'9" senior forward, and Claire Mittleider, the 5'11" center here, with Mittleider also being an 8th grader. Wick, Bull, Schmidt, Sorensen, and Mittleider. MPB under the guidance of head coach Jeremy Schmidt here this season for the Thunder. 3 seniors, 4 juniors, and 5 8th graders on the roster this year here for MPB. While we turn our attention now to the Raiders of Maple River, they'll go like this in the starting lineup. A returning second-team All-Stater in the 5'8" sophomore guard of Violet Richmond here for Maple River. Violet Richmond again, a 5'8" sophomore guard with over 1,100 career points here for Violet. Sophia Satrom in the starting lineup, also from there, as Satrom is a 5'11" freshman forward. You'll see Aaliyah Hannig, a 6-foot junior center, with Carly Holvison, a 5'6" junior guard. She had a season-ending injury at the Barnes County tournament last year. Good to see Carly back on the floor at the starting spot here this season. And then from there, Claire Irie, the 5'9" senior forward, averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds a season ago. So again, you'll see Richmond, Hannig, Satrom, Holvison, and Irie. The Raiders under guidance of head coach, that is Nathan Hoots, the District 1 Coach of the Year from a season ago. That is our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today from home, auto, crop, commercial, benefits insurance, and more. Raiders out in their white uniforms, while for the Thunder out in their black uniforms here. Opening tip just after the top of the hour from the Raider Activity Center. 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock, as you'll see that in Division B and AA, with the halves in the 30-second shot clock. Opening tip here at 8:02, and the season opener is underway for both the Raiders and the Thunder. Holvison will see this in the front court as MPB will come out, little matchup zone defense here, as this will be on the baseline jumper on the way for Violet Richmond as she gets the opening 2 points of the season on the City of Hope scoreboard. For the Raiders, they'll come out, little half-court trap. Bull goes into a trap, but finds Sorensen here. Sorensen leaves it left-handed side to Wick. Wick works it around, dribbles near side. This will go to Schmidt. High-arching rainbow, 3 off the back tab, no good, but a rebound here by Mittleider. Bounce pass to Sorensen on the baseline, and then Sorensen with a double dribble. Her first turnover of the contest here for MPB. MPB with a full-court press, a little diamond in one action here. Irie's going to look to Satcham, and Sorensen will get caught reaching. That'll be Bryn Sorensen's team's first. Bryn Sorensen had herself a whale of a volleyball season. The senior athlete of the year when it came to Division B, a VCSU volleyball commit, and helping the Thunder reach the state championship, finishing runner-up in Division B at the Bismarck Event Center just a couple weeks ago. Ball gets swung around. Irie jumper from 15 is good. Nice extra pass. Irie's able to get the two-pointer, give the assist to Santrum. It's 4-love early here for the Raiders, and a reach-and foul for Maple River as they'll talk it over with the officiating crew. See if it's either on Santrum or Irie. And this one will make its way across, and they'll say it's going to be on Sophia Satcham, the 5'11 freshman, her first and the team's first. Raiders without Abigail Kalorn. She went home sick, and also Hallie Bisset not in the lineup here. Those two players will be integral parts as the season continues for the Raiders. Jump shot on the way for Mittleider off the back 10, no good. 50-50 ball, and Hovelson sees one go off her left hand out of play, and it will stay with the Thunder. Thunder from a season ago, 3 wins and 17 losses. While for the Raiders, they went 19-7 last season for Maple River. Ball will go to Wick, up top to Bull, looking for the first points of the season off the backboard, no good. Rebound, nicely done by Wick. She gets tied up with Richmond, and the arrow will favor the Thunder. So really nice job there for the 8th grader Harper Wick in the lineup, as you see another 8th grader, and Schmidt will inbound the basketball. As the Thunder, we'll see this up top. Schmidt gets the ball right back, rips it through. For this Thunder club, in terms of the volleyball athletes, they've had just about 6 practices together this season after the state tournament took the first week of the hoop season. There's a 3 from the baseline. Harper Wick with the triple from the left pocket, and the Thunder are on the board. And a full court pressure defense. Foul will be coming across on the aforementioned Wick. Her first, the team's second, as it's been the last couple of years when it comes to Division B girls basketball. You get 5 1/4, then it's the double bonus. In Double A, it's still the halves where you play the 7 to the single bonus, 10 to double when it comes to Double A basketball. But in A and B, it's up to 5, and then resets after each quarter. Nice little Euro move by Violet Richmond. 4 points early here for the returning second-team All-Stater. Bryn Sorensen in front of that Raiders bench, able to cross over, bounce pass to Mittleider. It's on the deck, and Mittleider saves it right in front of Coach Hoots. With it now is Bull. Bull with the pass to Sorensen. Sorensen gets triple-teamed, finds it to Schmidt. Extra pass to Wick to tie, right baseline 3. That'll go long. Rebound on the way here to Claire Irie, her first. Irie with the outlet to Richmond, up the floor to Hovelson. Hovelson will see it here, but a traveling violation on the Raiders. Their first turnover of the contest. 5:49 left to play in the opening quarter. On the City of Hope scoreboard, it's a 6-3 advantage for the Raiders as they'll make their first substitution of the game. The 5'5 senior in Lila Richmond will check in. A all-district performer this year as well when it comes to volleyball. Ball go right-hand side to Schmidt into a double. Now to Bull. We'll give it to Mittleider. 15-foot jumper off the lip of the rim. No good. And a rebound to Lila. Now to Violet. Violet with doesn't have numbers as she'll slow it up to her sister. As Lila gives it right back to Violet here. A little zone defense by the Thunder, but Richmond steps into a 3. Tickles a twine. Violet Richmond now with 7. 9-3 on the way here for the Raiders. Right-handed side goes Schmidt. Schmidt nearly lost the basketball. The Bull, they reverse it to Sorensen. Sorensen extra pass to Wick. Can she do it again from the left pocket? Answer no. But a rebound here to Bull. Bull makes her way through with the left hand. Can't convert on the layup. Santrum clears the miss. Now to Richmond. Richmond, little hesitation move. Goes down the paint, passes. And Mittleider able to intercept that one for a turnover. Schmidt in the front court working left to right. Gives it to Wick. She'll shoot it again. This one will go long, and a board coming down to Richmond. Lila Richmond quickly off the bench with 2 rebounds here for the Raiders. Finds the sister, Violet, for 3. Bucket! Violet Richmond with the dribble and give Lila Richmond the assist. It's 12-3 and a timeout here on the floor. 4:34 left to play in the opening quarter. Raiders lead by 9 on the City Hope scoreboard.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
12-3 in favor so far of Maple River. Early on timeout here for Jeremy Schmidt, his first for the Thunder, as they're trying to trim into this deficit right now as the Raiders coming out little half-court trap after the timeout. Ball will go right-hand side to Sorensen. Sorensen works with it. Now the Raiders go back to a man pressure defense. Left in inside is Bull. Bull with 15 on the shot clock, looking back door to Wick. Wick will step through off the window. Got it to go. Harper Wick with all 5 here for the Thunder as they trail it by 7. Lila Richmond with a little 3-on-3 finds Violet. Violet with 10 of the 12 points so far for the Raiders. Skips it now to Hovelson. Hovelson on the baseline. Teardropper, good it. As Carly Hovelson with her first points of the season, just in a handful of games last year, averaged 5 points and 4 rebounds off the bench for Nathan Hoots. Ball will go to Bull, left-handed side, and she lost it, but off the hand of Violet Richmond. It'll stay Thunder basketball. Raiders will make a substitution as Aaliyah Hannig, the 6-foot junior, back into the contest here for head coach Nathan Hoots. Season opener for both teams. Out of District 1, Maple River. District 2 here for MPB. Both teams want to find themselves in the Buffalo City at that regional coming up here in February. Sorensen leaves it. Mittleider wide open from 15 feet. Got it. Mittleider with the deuce, and you get the assist on the way here to Sorensen. Richmond in the front court, that's Lila. Sees it out to Hovelson. Hovelson with the pass, nice find to Irie on the baseline. Shot, no rebound, putback, Hannig is in and out. But Hannig clears the window, and she will get fouled, and 2 free throws are upcoming. Foul will be on Claire Mittleider, the 5'11" 8th grader. Her first and the team's third, and first free throws of the contest will go to the Raiders. Hannig to the free throw line. First one is up, and it's good. 4 different Raiders in the scoring column here in quarter number 1 as Satcham will check in for Maple River after a quick breather. Coming into the game for MPB is Schmidt, as Bryn Sorensen will check out. As Hannig trying to make this a 9-point game, in and out, no good, but look at the hops by Hovelson. Hovelson able to clear the rebound, bounce pass inside goes Hannig. Hannig's in a spin, gets partially deflected, and with it now is Violet Bull. Bull weaving her way in transition. Gets to the paint, leaves it right-handed side with it. There is Schlecht as they work it around the horn to Bull. Right wing 3 off the backboard, no good. And a rebound to Satcham. That'll be her second. Rihanna Schlecht, a 5'3" 8th grader into the game as Hovelson is going to get fouled. As good transition game again for the Raiders will result in 2 free throws here for Hovelson. And the foul will make its way the 4th of the contest. And this will be the second on Mittleider. And she's got her second in a matter of mere seconds. Hovelson buries free throw attempt number 1. Irie will check in for Violet Richmond as Sorensen will check into the game now for the Thunder as Harper Wick will check out. Maple River, the number 3 ranked team in the preseason poll here in Division B. Free throw is swirling in there for Hovelson. She's got 4. A good start right from the jump here for Maple River early on. Violet Bull sees it at the free throw line now to Sorensen. Sorensen's going to have a good hard drive, a floater that'll hang off the window, no good, and a rebound by Irie. Irie hits Hovelson here as Hovelson will bring into the front court, steps into a rainbow 3 that'll Randall in and out, no good. Good box out on the inside by Schlecht. A lot of youth on the roster this season for Coach Jeremy Schmidt. 5 8th graders here on that varsity roster. Ball will go right-handed side to Bowl. Bowl crossing it over to Schlecht around the horn now to Sorensen. Sorensen taking a couple of dribbles here, finds it back to Schlecht to Bowl. Bowl with 15 on the shot clock, takes the pass, looking for Mittleider. Ball will get thrown out of bounds, no deflection, turnover here for MPB. Harper Wick quickly back into the game alongside with Violet Bowl as Hovelson will check out here. And for the Thunder, you'll see Violet Bowl checking out Violet Richmond into the game here for the Raiders. Full court pressure defense. Ball gets deflected there by Wick. It was a 12-3 Maple River lead with 4:34 left to play in the quarter before the timeout came from Jeremy Schmidt. And we're going to see this be a foul on Violet Richmond trying to get open. This will be an offensive foul here on Richmond, so essentially work as a turnover as well. And now the Thunder will inbound it on the baseline with Schmidt. Schmidt to Schlecht. Back to Schmidt. She'll step into a three. This one will be off the iron, no good, and a rebound here for Violet Richmond, her first. Richmond in transition, a 3-on-3 Richmond, 15-footer pull-up off the front iron. Rebound, Irie, putback, no good. A rebound here for Lila Richmond. Nice pass to Irie for two. Claire Irie, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and Lila Richmond with 3 boards off the bench here for the Raiders. Sorensen dribble handoff. That'll go to Harper Wick. Wick to Schlecht. Sorensen posting up, trying to get in front of Satchram. Those two awfully good on the volleyball court this season as well. Ball gets partially deflected, works its way to Mittleider. 13-footer is going to go short, and a rebound here to Violet. Violet sees this one, gives it to Lila. She'll step into a three-pointer, book it. Lila Richmond with the triple. The third three-pointer here for the Raiders in the opening quarter. The Thunder with Schlecht looking back door. Bounce pass goes to Sorensen at the block. Sorensen right-handed side, and this will be a double dribble on Sorensen. Turnover number 3 here for the Thunder. 64 seconds left to play in the quarter, and Coach Jeremy Schmidt wants to take his second timeout of the opening quarter. We'll break with them on the City of Hope scoreboard. The Raiders lead by 15.
We always say we're a one-stop shop. North Star Ag is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership, so we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts and whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in shorelines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
On the City of Hope scoreboard, it's a 15-point advantage here for the Raiders. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings to housing options, you can search HopeND.com. That's HopeND.com. Hovelson, after the timeout, will give it on the baseline. Running the baseline, three-pointer is Violet Richmond, but Irie gets the rebound putback, can't get it to go. But another board here for the Raiders. That's a stat that's starting to glare right now here for Maple River. Violet Bowl, though, going right down Main Street. Right-handed layup, can't get it. Rebound to Hovelson. Hovelson to Richmond. That's Violet. Hops into the lane, and then we'll see a traveling violation. Tallying them up, you got 5, 6, 8, 10, 14 rebounds so far for Maple River in the first quarter compared to 4 here for MPB. And some of those second chance opportunities as well. Bowl with the crossover, uses up that dribble. About a half-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Schmidt's not going to care. She'll launch a 3. Rebounds off to Hovelson. Hovelson, right-handed side. Raiders can hold for the final shot of the quarter as Nathan Hoots goes on an offensive set here. Violet Richmond crossing over right to left on the ankle cross. Pull-up is no good. Rebound to Richmond. Gives it to Sandstrom. Turnaround, no. It's still loose underneath. Sorensen will see this, and that's how we'll end this first quarter of play. High school basketball here tonight from the Raider Activity Center in Tower City. It's a 15-point lead for Maple River.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is your one-stop shop for gifts and home improvements. Check out the huge display of DeWalt power tools. They accept Hillsboro Christmas cash, making holiday shopping even easier. And explore all major name brand appliances, floor covering, cabinets, windows, doors, and much more. Find everything you need for all seasons, including this special holiday season when you shop at Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro, open Monday through Saturday.
5 different players for Maple River in the scoring column in the opening quarter, led by Violet Richmond with 10, and Violet Richmond missing the runner layup. Rebound comes down to Violet Bull. MPB with 2 players in the scoring column, led by Harper Wick with 5 in the opening quarter. Sorensen from 16 feet, that'll go long. Lila Richmond with her 5th rebound here for the Raiders. Violet to Lila. Shot fake, gets it inside. Here goes Hannick, partially blocked by Mittleiter, and the rebound comes down to Violet Bull. Bull will work with it now in transition, looking for the running Mittleiter. Mittleiter with the step through off the window, can't get it to go, and Hovelson able to get the rebound, her 4th. Hovelson so far 4 points and 4 rebounds here. As Hovelson able to spin on Sorensen. Good move, left hand just can't finish. Oh, what a offensive putback though here for Shelby Overland. The 5'8 freshman forward able to go down the baseline, get the rebound, and throw it back up for 2. 17-point lead here for Maple River. Bull almost works into a double team, uses up that dribble, gets it away. Here goes Schmidt. Schmidt crossing over right to left, gets in the paint, then crossing over left to right, has that double dribble on the cross. 3 turnovers in the opening quarter for the Thunder, as that'll be another one there for their 4th, as Nicole Hayes, the 5'10 junior center, will check into the contest. 2 timeouts already taken here from MPB. Richmond sees this one up the floor to Hovelson. Hovelson going to drive hard off the window, can't get it to go. Rebound, and oh, how do you do, Shelby Overland. Off the bench, couple of boards, couple of buckets, right inside the restricted area. She's got 4 points here in the quarter. As Violet Bull spins her way to the high post, gets inside, makes the pass. This one off the left hand of Hayes will go out of bounds and a turnover here for MPB. For the Thunder, next game will be on Monday at Griggs Dakota on yourliveevent.com. While for the Raiders, they will travel to Fargo for a date with the Grovers of Oak Grove on Thursday night. We'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com as well on Thursday. As Taryn Mittleiter, the 5'6 senior, will check in here as Hayes will check out. Irie, a pair of Richmonds, Hannig, and also Overland on the floor here for Maple River. Raiders led 22-7 after the first quarter. Violet Richmond bounce pass, that'll go to Hannig. Now to Lila, back up top to Violet here. Violet top of the key, crossing over. Goes between the legs, left to right cross, going hard on the inside. Good help. Hannig sees back to Lila, is now to Irie. Claire looking for a 3-pointer, shot fake. Shot clock makes its way down to 10 seconds. Violet Richmond's going to unload a 3. This one will rattle in, no good. Rebound, though, tapped out to Lila. Her 6, nice pass inside, off the left hand for 2. Violet Richmond's got 12, and a timeout here for Nathan Hoots. We'll break as well a football score here tonight from the Raider Activity Center. Raiders lead it by 21.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
MPB after tonight again, Griggs Dakota, Warwick, and Linton HMB for their district opener, while for the Raiders at Oak Grove on Thursday, then 3 games next week in Valley City for the Barnes County basketball tournament against the Enderlin Eagles. That'll be on Tuesday night at 7:30 for the nightcap of the quarterfinals. We'll have that for you right here on your live event as well for both the boys and girls Barnes County basketball tournaments. Left-handed side goes Schlecht. Schlecht sees it here. Little flex offense for the Thunder. Bounce pass right-handed side to Bull. Shot clock under 10 seconds. Bull here top of the key, open, whips it to Wick. Wick will close. She'll shoot the 3. That'll go long. Good board on the offensive side for Schmidt, her first of the game. Shot clock resets to 35. In Minnesota, the shot clock resets to 20, similar to what the college game is. But in North Dakota, you get a fresh 35 seconds here. Ball will leave its way left-handed side to Schlecht. Schlecht gives it back to Schmidt. Schmidt from the right of the key for three. That'll go long, and Skine for the loose ball is Violet. Richmond in transition. You'll hear and say that a lot this season watching Maple River girls basketball. Violet taking a crossover right to left. Paint opens up. Help comes late. Violet missing the left-handed layup. Rebound, though, goes to Wick. Outlet pass up the floor to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to beat everybody down and does for two. First 2 points of the quarter here for MPB comes at the 4:34 mark. But they're still trailing it here by 19. Violet bounce pass inside Irie. Irie able to hang, shoot off the window for two. Nice move by Claire Irie. 6 points and 4 rebounds and doing her damage on the inside. Season ago, Claire averaged 4 points, 3 rebounds. Can be a sharpshooter as well from the perimeter, but early on, seeing her get on the interior here for Maple River. Right-handed side is Wick. Wick at the right wing. Raiders man pressure defense. Violet Bull surveys. Able to spin at the top of the key. Bull looking backdoor for a back cut, as we'll see this one by Hanig with the block after the attempt there from Taryn Mittleider. Satcham will check in. That's Sophia here for Maple River. While coming into the game will be Claire Mittleider, the 8th grader here for the Thunder. Also returning as well, Schlecht. Able to see Wick, Bull, and Schmidt. Shot clock at 9 seconds. Got in before a 5 count. They're unable to do so. Turnover here for MPB. Just starting late on the baseline before everybody was set. Turnover number 6 on the Thunder. The Raiders, they have 3. Still to come on our halftime show. We'll take a look at the first half numbers. Also get you ready for the rest of the week on yourliveevent.com. So stay tuned to that here in the next handful of minutes. As Irie at the left wing gives it to Richmond. Violet here, open, she'll launch, she'll shoot the three. Yes, sir. Violet Richmond with 15 points and her third made triple. 33-9 here as MPB will handle this one with Violet Bull. Bull left-handed set as this will go to Schlecht. Schlecht back up top now to Wick. Wick open, she'll launch, shoot no. Rebound here to Schmidt. Schmidt with her second board, and chance for the Thunder to reset and set up an offensive play call here for Violet. Bull looking right-handed side with her. There's Schlecht, and Richmond able to take the ball away. Violet in the front court. Leaves a pass. Hovelson going to attack the paint off the window. Good for 2. Carly Hovelson, she's got 6. Good scoring across the board here for Coach Hoots and this Raider club. 6 different players in the scoring column. They've all scored 3 points or more. Left-handed side with it. Now goes Wick. Wick to Bull. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bull looking on the interior, and the pass is batted away by Statrum. Brendan Sorensen will check in here for Wick as MPB with Schmidt, the 5'9", 8th grader, to inbound. District 2 going to be balanced again this season. The EKMs, the Kidder Counties of the world, Linton HMB is going to be awfully good again this season. Nice move on the interior for Bryn Sorensen, her first 2 points of the night. Well, for District 1, the defending champs here this evening in Maple River, defeating Sargent County last season. As Hovelson going to get on the floor, and this will be a jump ball, and the arrow will make its way towards MPB. And we'll see Enderlin, Oaks, Richland, Tri-State, Wymer, Lidgewood, Barnes County North, Hankinson here in District 1 again this season. Same teams as it's been now for both districts, going into year 3 already of this 3-class system. Schlecht, right of the key, gives it back around the top. With it, right-handed side goes Mittleider. Mittleider tiptoes the baseline, finds it to Sorensen. Sorensen's going to drive, and she is going to see this one thrown up off of Satcham with 13 seconds here on the shot clock. Raiders, 22 points in the opening quarter, 13 here in quarter number 2, 7 for the Thunder, and 4 in quarter number 2 for MPB, as Gabby Satcham, the 5'8" senior, will check in. As you'll see it here with Schmidt. Schlecht able to get it to the right-handed side. Back up top now to Bull. Bull with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Bull's going to try to drive, able to get to the paint, and then drug the pivot foot, and a traveling violation here on the Thunder. Not a bad idea or move there from Bull as she drove to the left block. She was expecting maybe a double team to come and find a pass, just never really morphed into a true double that came through. Richmond leaves it right-handed side. Irie launches from three. That'll rattle in and out, no good. Sandstrom put back off 1 foot. Got it to go, and Sandstrom, that's Sophia, has her first made field goal of the game. She's got 3 rebounds as well. Ball will get left side to Sorensen, back up top to Schleck. Now it works its way to Bowl. Bowl to Schmidt here, top of the key. Schmidt takes a little rub screen, gets to the right baseline, able to spin not once but twice. Now to Sorensen. Bryn then will travel with the basketball. Substitution in the game as Hannig will check back in for Maple River. Harper Wick will check in for the Thunder with 70 seconds left to play in the opening half in a contest that got underway 26 minutes ago here in Tower City. Richmond will see it. Violet crossing over, able to spin. Double comes now to Irie. Irie with a nice dishing cut to Sandstrom, who made her way. Missed, but rebound put back good for 2. Sandstrom 4 points and 4 rebounds as well. Just a good cut there from Sandstrom. And a better find as well from Irie. Bowl using up her dribble here. Looks for a teammate, finds it to Schmidt. Violet Richmond trying to get the steal. They hit the floor, and this will be a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards Maple River. Good job for both Schmidt and Violet Richmond getting on the floor, but Violet able to tip that ball towards the Thunder hoop and eventually get an inbound here, and the Raiders can nearly hold on for that last shot of the half if they want. Violet will see it in a carrying violation. Able to dribble, kind of play that slow play and just palm the basketball enough to see it be called for a carrying violation. So now it's the Thunder trying to see if they can add some points here before the end of the first half. Schmidt at the top leaves it to Bowl. Bowl right-handed side looking in for Mittleider here, back up top to Wick as they reverse it to Schmidt. Schmidt the left wing, 13 seconds. Schmidt able to spin, and a traveling violation, good help. Both teams with all their fouls remaining, so neither have to worry about committing a foul and putting someone in the bonus. And with 10.7 seconds left here in the half, the Raiders will inbound it with Violet Richmond. Now with 7, Richmond here with 5. Violet leaves it to Irie. Irie on the baseline. Shot fake, gets the shot off from the left wing, but can't get it to go, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. After one half of play on the City Hope scoreboard, the Maple River Raiders lead it 39-11. Our halftime show is coming up next.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is your one-stop shop for gifts and home improvements. Check out the huge display of DeWalt power tools. They accept Hillsboro Christmas cash, making holiday shopping even easier. And explore all major name brand appliances, floor covering, cabinets, windows, doors, and much more. Find everything you need for all seasons, including this special holiday season when you shop at Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro, open Monday through Saturday.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
On our halftime show here today, taking a look at the first half numbers for both Maple River and alongside the Thunder of Medina-Pingree Buchanan. Maple River, 22 points in the first quarter. They added 17 more in the second. While for the Thunder, 7 points in the first quarter and 4 points in quarter number 2. Team numbers look like this. The Raiders, 7 players in the scoring column. They've hit 4 threes. They're 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 24 rebounds to 5 turnovers. While for the Thunder, they have 4 players in the scoring column. 1 made 3. They've yet to shoot a free throw tonight. 10 rebounds and 11 turnovers here for MPB. Individually, Violet Richmond with 15 points, 10 in the opening quarter. She's also hit 3 threes and 3 rebounds. The 5'8" sophomore Violet Richmond, 15 points and 3 rebounds. From there, you have 6 points and 4 boards for both Claire Irie and Carly Hovelson here this evening. 4 points on the way for Shelby Overland and 2 boards all in the second quarter. 4 points as well for Sophia Satram with 4 rebounds. 3 points for Lila Richmond and 6 rebounds to lead the floor here for the Raiders, and 1 point for Aaliyah Hannig. Again, Maple River led by the 15 of Violet Richmond and the 6 for Hovelson and Irie. While for MPB, led by the 5 points with Harper Wick. Wick with 5 points, a made 3 and 2 rebounds. You have 2 points for Claire Mittleiter, Bryn Sorensen, and Schmidt. 3 rebounds on the way for Violet Bull. MPB again led by Wick with 5. It's the Raiders and the Thunder. We'll take a quick break when we come back after this. Let you know what's coming up next for both Raider and Thunder Athletics here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
39-11, Maple River with the advantage here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you for the Raiders again. 48 hours from now, they'll have a date with the Grovers of Oak Grove the last couple of seasons for Coach Chad Slider and the Grovers and the Nathan Hoots Maple River Raiders been able to continue to have that old Region 1 Class B rivalry between the two clubs. Early season matchup. As for the Grovers, that'll be their season opener and game number 2 here for the Raiders. Again, that'll be Thursday night in Fargo. We'll have that for you on YourLiveEvent.com. Then Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's the Barnes County Basketball Tournament for Maple River as well. We'll have all 12 of those games for you right here on YLE. And then December the 19th, they'll make their way to Hillsboro Central Valley for another matchup against a Division A opponent. Well, for the Thunder and head coach Jeremy Schmidt, they'll go to Griggs Makota 6 days from now. Here for the Thunder, Greg Grenz will have the call for you on that one right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Then December the 16th, it'll be their home opener against Warwick And then December the 18th, they'll have their district opener in Linton against Linton HMB with a matchup for the Lions. So that's a look ahead for both Maple River and MPB. As well, the Thunder with 3 state tournament appearances, one by Pingree in 1975, one by Pingree Buchanan Kensel in 1996, and most recently in 2018 as MPB. While for Maple River, their history, 2 state titles. Hope won it in 1979 over Munich, and then in 1980, Hope won over Edmore, going back-to-back there for Hope. Hope Page and alongside with them here with Maple Valley School District. 6 state tournament appearances all time, most recently coming in 2024 for Maple River as they were able to make state that year and finish in 8th place. At the half, it's 39-11. Back with our second half action here coming up around the corner in Tower City.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Maple River Raider fans, it's game time. Your high school athletes are giving it their all, and they need you in the stands, on the sidelines, and behind the scenes. So grab your gear, bring the noise, and show your Raider pride all season long. Let's rally behind the Raiders and make a difference.
On behalf of the Raider volleyball team, we thank you for your support.
Go Raiders! And to the near side, Sophia Satchram, get up and put it down.
From Raider football, thanks for your support.
Money, and Warren is gone. Touchdown, Maple River.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
39-11 here for Maple River. They have led wire to wire here in this girls basketball contest, but for both of these teams early on the season, all about just kind of shaking off the rust from the fall, whether it was with cross country or volleyball season, kind of getting back into the mid-season flow, if you will, for the first couple of weeks here for the girls basketball season, and then from there really start grinding once you get to January before you hit February for that District 1 or District 2 girls basketball tournament. Back up top here with it now is going to be Schlecht. Schlecht whips it around right-handed side to Bull as the Raiders will stay out in this man pressure defense. Ball goes on the inside to Sorensen. Sorensen trying to get by Hannig, forces one up and got it to go. Bryn Sorensen now with 4. Nice move on the inside from Sorensen. Quickly the Raiders the other side though, they don't care as Richmond finds Hovelson. Carly Hovelsen's got 8 here for the Raiders. Bull will see it now on the drive. Bounce pass looking for Sorensen. This one gets deflected. Schlecht will see it here, and then a foul on Hovelson. Carly will pick up her first. It'll be the team's first here. Just 3 fouls in total so far for Maple River, while on the opposite side for MPB, they've had 4 fouls, all in quarter number 1, as Sorensen looks to be all right. They're just making sure underneath if anything kind of pocked out a little bit, as Bryn just kind of taking a look at her nose, making sure that she doesn't have any blood coming through currently right now, as they might make a substitution here for Sorensen with Claire Mittleiter. Looking to come in, and Aaliyah Hannig kind of helping out Bryn right there as well, seeing if she can see anything. As Sorensen will check out, and now they'll see it with Schmidt here on the baseline. Schmidt with it, right-handed side as they work it to Schlecht. Around the horn to Mittleiter. Thought about a jumper from 15, drive kick, right wing, 3-pointer up and good. Harper Wick, she's got 8, her second made 3 here for the 5'4" 8th grader. Violet Richmond to Hovelson. Hovelsen's going to handle it to the baseline off the window, can't get it to go. Rebound to Schmidt, then Hovelson picks up the foul. So Carly with the foul, that'll be her second in as many moments. Good rebound on the way there for Schmidt, her third rebound of the contest, and it's the Thunder right now, just taking a look at the quarter, up 5-2 here in the quarter for MPB over the Raiders. Bull leaves it left and inside to Wick. Back to Bull here at the top of the key. Bull to Schlecht. Schlecht ripping it through left to right, guarded by Holvelson. Up top to Schmidt. Bull sees it here. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Schlecht gives it back around as now it's going to be with Schmidt. Schlecht, right-handed side to Bull. Shot clock to 6. And Santrum able to intercept that one. Outlet finds Violet Richmond. Bounce pass to Holvelson to the left block. Up and can't convert the three-point play. Nice bounce pass by Violet Richmond to find Holvelson in transition. A foul will be assessed against Schmidt. Her first, team's first of the quarter, and 2 free throws on the way here for Maple River. Raiders 3 of 4 from the free throw line as a team tonight. Holvelson now 2 of 3 from the stripe. 8 points, 4 rebounds here for the junior guard. Free throw attempt number 2. This one will miss to the right side of the rim. Rebound comes down to Harper Wick. Wick sees it here and then a traveling violation. There's the Raiders season opener, the same for the Thunder. Some rust a little bit for both teams, what you'd expect. Some layups that later on in the season that'll go down, just kind of getting that first game action in, especially if you're unable to get a scrimmage throughout as well. Holvelson, good teardrop move on the baseline. She's done that a couple of times so far in the contest. Second Raider in double digits here tonight. Bull top of the key. Bull lost it looking for Schlecht. There goes Holvelson on the deck. Now it's still loose as Violet Bull nearly lost it, and we'll see an over and back violation. This one will be called against Schlecht. As I'll make a substitution as Lila Richmond will check in. As Carly Holvelson will check out of the contest. Lila Richmond with a really nice game so far. 3 points, 6 rebounds, hit a triple. Back in quarter number 1, Violet Richmond taking the ball screen here. Will go to the baseline. Jumper, fadeaway, got it to go. Violet's got a bucket in every quarter. A game-leading 17 on the night. By 29, Bull, runner, can't get it. Rebound comes down to Lila. Now to Violet Richmond up the floor. This will go to Irie. Irie gets double, bounce pass Hanig from the free throw line. Shot up, no. Rebound on the interior to Harper Wick, her 4th. Bull sees it here. Bull going to drive hard. Bull gets the shot up and gets the roll to go. Violet Bull with her first main field goal. As MPB with 8 points here in the quarter. Richmond sees it. Irie, high post. Here goes Santrum from 12 feet. Got it. Good ball movement quickly. Santrum now with 6. As for the Raiders, they have 8 points so far here in quarter number 3. Bull, top of the key. Finds a teammate left and inside. That goes to Schlecht. Schlecht sees it left wing. Makes the pass on the interior. Bull looking to spin, and Santrum with a block shot. Santrum will see this one now to Richmond. Richmond to left wing, steps into a 3 on the way. That's off the mark, no good. Ball will be out of bounds, and it will make its way towards MPB. As for the Thunder right now, this Thunder club and Jeremy Schmidt, talking about throughout the course of the season, knew what he was kind of getting into in a season opener with the 3rd-ranked Raiders. No matter what after this one, just trying to get back to work tomorrow for practice, and especially for a team that made its way into the volleyball season all the way to a state tournament, as Schlecht will make her way to the free throw line. And as we've heard from a multitude of coaches over the years that make it to state for volleyball, the first week of basketball practice is essentially volleyball, as those practices count towards your basketball team, but you're not really getting any basketball work in as a unit. You might get some girls getting some open shots up and getting some work in, but if you have 5-6 players on your varsity roster, about half of your club is on the volleyball season, makes it tough to get into basketball mode, so it can take an extra week or so for some of those volleyball teams to get back in the swing of things. 2 for 2 at the free throw line there for Schleck. The last foul was assessed here on Lila Richmond. Good to see Bryn Sorensen back into the game, and we do get a jump ball. The arrow will favor Maple River. Raiders volleyball program this year made it to the regional tournament before coming up short to Linton HMB in the region quarters. Here goes Irie from a right pocket baseline 3, blocked by Wick. Ball goes into Richmond to Richmond. Here goes Lila for the 3. Give the assist to Violet. It's 50-20. Sorensen back up top to Bull, whips it on the interior to Schmidt. Schmidt looking to turn on the baseline, nearly walked with it. Wick to Bull, right wing. Schmidt posting up Violet on the inside, able to spin on the baseline, throws it up off the mark. No rebound, putback. Sorensen can't get it. Sorensen with another chance, gets fouled and count it. Bryn Sorensen with 6 points and now 3 rebounds on the night. Chance for a 7-point performance as the foul will be the 4th on the Raiders. This will be on Hanig, her first. And for the remainder of the quarter, the Thunder will be in the bonus. Free throw attempt is off the mark as Jocelyn will check into the game for the 5'7" freshman. Get her first run here of varsity action this season. Violet Richmond right-handed side to Irie. Inside to Hanig. Hanig sees a block shot by Schmidt. Hanig will see this left baseline is good. Jocelyn gets in the scoring column. Juliuson, the freshman, in the scoring column here, makes it 52-22. Nice dish from Hanig, and it's back to a 30-point margin. Largest lead of the game here for Maple River. That match is bounce pass by Schleck to Bull. Bull looking, finding a cutting Sorensen here. Sorensen from the right block, can't get it to go, and a rebound here to Jocelyn. Juliuson able to get her second board and a timeout here on the floor for Nathan Hoots. We'll break as well on the City Hope scoreboard. 2:33 left to play in the quarter. Raiders up by 30.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is your one-stop shop for gifts and home improvements. Check out the huge display of DeWalt power tools. They accept Hillsboro Christmas cash, making holiday shopping even easier. And explore all major name brand appliances, floor covering, cabinets, windows, doors, and much more. Find everything you need for all seasons, including this special holiday season when you shop at Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro, open Monday through Saturday.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
High school girls basketball here this evening from the Raider Activity Center on the City Hope scoreboard. Go to HopeND.com. That's HopeND.com from job listings and housing options. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. A 30-point lead here for the Raiders. Holmelson bounce pass to Lila Richmond. Finds it on the inside. This one up and off the window. Can't get it for Overland. Rebound putback, though, eventually going to make its way off the mark here for the Raiders, but then a violation. Out of bounds. As the Thunder will give it right back here to the Raiders. We'll see Overland and also Julius and a pair of freshmen into the contest. Here goes Hovelson, right baseline 3, tickles a twine. Hovelson with the Baker's dozen in scoring. She's got her first made triple of this season. Here goes Bull now in the front court as they lead it left-hand side now to Schlecht. Back to Wick. Wick with the team lead in points in terms of 8 tonight for the Thunder. Schleck with a good move. Pull-up jumper, though, a short rebound to Lila Richmond, her 8th. Here goes Violet, right-handed side to Hovelson. Hovelson stop, pop from 12, and drop. Hovelson with 15 and starting to book it here in the quarter. She's got 4, made field goals in the third. Bull leaves it Schlecht's left-handed side. Schlecht with a jab step now to Wick. Wick with it, right wing to Mittleiter. Sorensen making the cut through. Sorensen banging on the inside with Hovelson. Shot off the mark, rebound to Violet. Richmond to Lila at the right wing. As Violet sees it here at the top of the key. Violet, right wing. As Richmond reversed it to Hovelson one more time for the three. That'll go short. Rebound to Sorensen. Sorensen with her fourth board of the contest. As Sorensen left open at the top. She'll give it now to Schlecht as the Thunder will set up an offensive set. Bull looking for a cutting wick on the inside off her hands and eventually out of play. Substitution into the game as Santrum will check in, and also Santrum. That's Gabby and Sophia here to check in for the Raiders. Wick checking out of the game. As you'll see Schmidt back in here for MPB. Maple River 22 points, 17 points, and so far 18 points here for your quarters. All for the Thunder 7-11. And then from there, 7-4, excuse me, and then 11. There's a turnover here for Maple River, their first of the half, their sixth of the game. Up the floor goes Schlecht. Schlecht able to see this one spin, shot no. Rebound goes to Santrum. That's Sophia, her fifth. Lila Richmond front court leaves it right-handed side, taking a couple hard dribbles and losing the ball out of bounds. And Juliuson, this would be back-to-back turnovers here for the Raiders. Maple River, and one thing that Nathan Hoots talked about in the pregame was controlled chaos. Able to provide that here, forcing 16 Thunder turnovers this evening. Not so much of the full court pressure, but transition game has been definitely an area that the Raiders have thrived under the last couple of years. Here's a shot by Schlecht off the back of the rim, no good. Lila Richmond with the rebound, her ninth with 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Santrum to beat the horn. Can't get it. That's how we'll end our first, make that third quarter of play. It's the Maple River Raiders 57 and the MPB Thunder 22 here on your liveevent.com.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
57-22, and with the 30-plus point margin, it is running time to open up the fourth quarter here. So the clock will stop if you get a timeout, free throw, or an injury. But outside of that, it'll be a mercy rule to begin this fourth quarter of play. As the Thunder right now, after scoring 11 points in the quarter, we'll see this one to Bull. Gets blocked by Santrum, and Santrum will see it now to Violet Richmond. Richmond right-handed side to Hovelson. Bounce pass across the paint to Irie. Irie will spin, turn, shoot, and this one will rattle in. Claire Irie now with 8 points here for the Raiders. Bull right of the key. Sets up the offense here for MPB to Schlecht. She'll stop into a three and got it to go. The 5'3" 8th grader Schlecht with the third main three-pointer here for the Thunder tonight. Hovelson, other side. Schmidt closes out. Hovelson will dish to Irie off the backboard. No. Rebound is Schmidt, her fourth. Bull's pass nearly intercepted, and Hovelson with the hip check. As Carly will pick up her third foul, team's first of the quarter. As Overland will check into the game, Hovelson will come out. 17 points for Violet Richmond. Hovelson has 15 to lead the floor for the Raiders. Well, for the Thunder, led by the 8 of Harper Wick and the 6 by Bryn Sorensen. Bull right of the key. Over 3,000 career assists when it comes to volleyball, and she's still got a season to go yet. Bounce pass inside Sorensen. Sorensen with the spin on the interior, throws it up. This one will be short, and able to get that one will be Violet Richmond, her 7th rebound of the game. Violet at the left wing. Violet will shoot a three-pointer on the way off the front iron. Rebound, Hanig, put back good for 2. Hanig, couple points, couple rebounds here for the 6-foot junior. Now it goes to Bull, left wing to Wick. Wick trying to back down Irie to Bull here as we get to the 6-minute mark. Trying to do it again is Schleck. This one will go short. Good box up by Hanig, and ball will go out of bounds. Substitution into the game comes Schmidt for MPB. The Raiders with Richmond, that's Lila in. Also to see Gabby Satrom and Juliuson, the 5'7" freshman, back into the game here with 5:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Getting up by 30 in Division A or Division B girls basketball to start the fourth quarter. It's mercy rule, as this one will get batted out of bounds and will stay with the Raiders. So as you see it, where it normally is out of bounds and the clock will stop here, the clock will continue to wind, at least from the game clock perspective. Lila Richmond, right wing, shovels it off to Satrom. There's a block shot by Schmidt to Schlecht to Schmidt. Schmidt goes up the floor on Satrom, and it's good. Schmidt now with 4. Richmond left-handed side. Juliuson leaves it right wing. That'll go to Gabby Satrom, and a turnover here for the Raiders. In a game that started back at 8:02 this evening, JV went right down to the wire, in which Maple River won on a buzzer beater against the Thunder when it came to the JV portion of the game. Schmidt, going to drive, and Schmidt back-to-back field goals for the 5'9" 8th grader. Thunder back within 32. Lila Richmond, right-handed side, gives it to Gabby Satrom, and this is going to be deflected out of bounds, and it will stay Maple River basketball. Still to come on our post-game show, we'll hear from the victorious members of the winning team. We'll get to our player of the game. Final stats before we bid adieu on this Tuesday night, as this one's going to get deflected and eventually saved by Mittleiter. Nice play on the way for Claire. Sorensen up the floor to Schlecht as they're running their way to Wick off the window. That's how you run. Harper Wick now with 10. It was MPB able to see this in the front court, and he takes some points as Satrom sees a block shot on the way by Schmidt. Sorensen with numbers. Sorensen with the left hand finishes for 2 for Bryn Sorensen. As Sorensen's got 8, a timeout on the floor with 3:52 to play. The Thunder, best looking about 90 seconds we've seen here in the game for MPB on your live event.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Thunder on an 11-4 run here in quarter number 4. And thanks in part to some transition game, and also they've hit 5 field goals here from 4 different players in the fourth quarter. After the timeout by Maple River, the Raiders will see it here with Lila Richmond. Richmond gives it to the left-handed side. That'll go to Juliuson. Now to Satrom. Satrom at the free throw line, taking a couple hard dribbles off the backboard, and she'll get fouled and go to the line for 2. Sophia 6 points, 5 rebounds at the stripe to shoot 2. Foul will be assessed on the Thunder here, their first of the fourth quarter, as foul will be on Taryn Mittleiter. That'll be her first and the team's first, as Satrom will try to hit the second one. 2 points for Irie and 2 points for Hanig here in the quarter. And Satrom will add to that for now 5 here for Maple River. Schlecht, right-handed side, as this one goes to a jumper by Lauren Markey guard. Ball goes short, and Lila Richmond's got her 10th rebound of the game. Juliuson sees it to Satrom. Satrom, back left-handed side. Able to see it for Jocelyn to Satrom. Jumper from 7, no ball. Gets tipped and eventually won here by Nicole Hayes. And then we'll get a traveling violation on MPB. Substitution into the game as Hovelson will check in. Satrom will check out. Thunder also will bring in Madison Carlson, a 5'2" 8th grader. As the Raiders will see this one to the top to Hovelson. Hovelson going to drive, and she'll finish for 2. Hovelson with a bucket in every quarter. She's got 17 now, tied with Violet Richmond in scoring column here tonight for the Raiders. As they see this one to Carlson, to to the high post to Hayes. Bounce pass on the inside, nearly losing it. The Thunder will throw this one up by Mittlader, and ball will go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Medina-Pingree Buchanan. Thunder going to drop to 0-1 on the season, while for the Raiders, they will flip that. They will improve to 1-0 early on the season. As for Maple River with Hovelson, she'll throw this one up and get fouled. Hovelson tonight 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Foul will be assessed on MPB. That'll be their second of the quarter. Nicole Hayes will pick up the foul. That'll be her first. Hovelson missing the free throw attempt. Maple River 4 of 9 from the free throw line here this evening. And free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Hovelson is good. 18 points as Hovelson will check out. Nice 1-2 combination for a 5'8" sophomore guard and a 5'6" junior in Hovelson, but more importantly from Carly's perspective, able to play, unable to play volleyball this season. Still nursing that injury from an ACL from a season ago, that nearly happening a year ago to the date. Good to see Carly back on the floor and getting a lot of reps and minutes here in the season opener in the starting lineup for Nathan Hoots. Well, for Medina-Pingree Buchanan, 65 seconds to work with here in the contest. Hayes turnaround jumper, no. Ball gets batted out of bounds and it will stay with the Thunder. 7 seconds on the shot clock here for MPB, so we'll have to go quickly as Allie Greer, a 5'3" junior guard, will check in. The Thunder will bring Carlson out. The Thunder can't dally too much once he inbound it. Greer will see it at the right wing. They'll give it back up top. MPB now with Hoffman. We'll see it right-hand side to Markey Guard back up top. They can't get a shot off before the shot clock expires. All that Maple River needs to do is inbound the basketball. And they will finish with the contest here with 65 points in the quarter. Well, for the Thunder, they'll finish with 33. All that Maple River's looking to do is just milk out this clock, and the third-ranked team in Division B will improve to 1-0 here on the season. As the Raiders, we'll see this with under 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The student section wants a 2-pointer for 6-7, but for Maple River, they will finish with a 65-33 victory here tonight over the Thunder. The Maple River Raiders improved to 1-0 on the season. 18 points for Hovelson, 17 for Violet Richmond, while for MPB, they were led by Harper Wick with 10 points, and then you also had the 8 points by Bryn Sorensen. Our post-game show is coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
We always say we're a one-stop shop. North Star Egg is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership, so we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts and whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in shorelines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-egg.com.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, your final 65-33 over the Maple River Raiders as Maple River, that is, able to defeat the Thunder of Medina-Pingree Buchanan for the third-ranked team in the preseason here in Division B, and they looked like it early on, taking a 22-7 lead after one quarter and never falling behind in the contest. It's now time to get to our players of the game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. That is Enbridge.com. The kind of 1-2 combination. Carly Hovelson definitely brought the energy. First quarter alone had 4 points and a handful of rebounds. She would finish with 18 points and 4 boards. Then Violet Richmond as well with 17 points, 7 rebounds, and a nice performance for Claire Irie with 8 points and 8 rebounds as well. Those three players kind of our Enbridge Energy players of the game here again with Violet Richmond, Claire Irie, and Carly Hovelson here tonight. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to our play of the game. Also, we'll hear from the victorious Raiders around the corner. That and more still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is your one-stop shop for gifts and home improvements. Check out the huge display of DeWalt power tools. They accept Hillsboro Christmas cash, making holiday shopping even easier. And explore all major name brand appliances, floor covering, cabinets, windows, doors, and much more. Find everything you need for all seasons, including this special holiday season when you shop at Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro, open Monday through Saturday.
As we come back here on our post-game show inside the Raider Activities Center, this interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. With us, Claire Irie here, able to finish the final with 8 points, about 4 rebounds here. Got a couple of buckets early on there, Claire, into the game, and 22 points in the first quarter. Just what'd you like from your team from the start to really play out in front here tonight?
I like how we all plays as a team. Like you said, we all scored. It was great. It was fun. I think we work well together. After losing like Addie and Brielle, I think we found how to play still, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, you had 2 seniors that logged a ton of minutes last year. So what was the off season and just the first couple weeks of practice like, knowing no matter how many players you're bringing back, there's some different roles that'll be back, and able to see Carly back as well? How big was it to have Carly after that injury last year?
Huge difference. It was so insane. She did so good. I'm so proud of her. But no, we definitely focused on like pushing a lot and getting out in transition right away, and make sure that we're running a lot so we can beat them off the dribble right away.
Able to use this game. I know it's game 1. You got another non-region game with Oak Grove. 3 games next week to really get your basketball legs going here, Claire. But what's one thing you want to see from this team as the year progresses, over the next couple weeks before you kind of get to the District 2, District 1 portion of your season?
Just continue what we just did tonight and keep focused and play with a good mentality and just have fun.
Let's talk about a couple of other players. Obviously, we talked about Carly Hovelson, but let's also go over Lila Richmond. I mean, she had 10 rebounds to lead the team, hit a couple of three-pointers. But what does Lila do for this club here that maybe the common fan just doesn't see, whether it comes to practice or just kind of behind the scenes?
She brings a spark that, she doesn't talk a lot, but she can shoot. She's well out there. She rebounds well. She does everything really well.
Final thing that I'll ask you here, Claire, what's a trait? I know it's just game number 1. Hoots talked about controlled chaos trying to be a theme, but what's a trait or characteristic early on in practices, one game in, that you hope that will take with you, against Oak Grove on Thursday or whoever you got on the schedule on a particular night?
Definitely focus. We need to be focused when we come into the game and once we leave and finish it off.
Hey, Claire, congratulations. See you Thursday night in Fargo.
Yes, thank you.
Claire Irie with us here on the post-game show. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach. That is Nathan Hoots.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we go from the player to the coach, joining us now Nathan Hoots here on the broadcast. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Hoots, on the pregame, you said controlled chaos. I think you saw a little bit of that tonight. Obviously, no Abby Kaloran or Hallie Beeset, which will obviously make a difference for depth. But able to get some younger girls, a couple of freshmen in the game that both played awfully well. But I think it starts with Violet Richmond, 10 of the first 12 points, and really just settled the team in nicely. Just what did you like from the start here from your club?
Yeah, she set the tone for us early. I was really, really proud of the way that she came out and was aggressive looking for her shot. That is something that we feed off of. We make the other team take her away, and then I let my depth kind of take over, and that really helped tonight. I love that everybody that came in, stepped in, played really well, whether they were in the scoring column or rebounding. But we tried to press a little bit early, then I kind of realized, when we're down a couple kids, maybe we just settle in and play really good half-court defense, and I was beyond impressed with how we did. And they run a really well-oiled motion offense, and we really had to fight through a lot of screens. We had to communicate a ton. That was a fantastic first game for us to have to face a team like that ran that style of offense for us to kind of get settled in defensively.
Claire Irie last year, I even mentioned on the broadcast, she could be a sharpshooter for your team, but this year saw her get into the post a little bit more. We saw that last year as well, Hoots, but really maybe taking a stride of and she even said it, no Addison Hannig or no Brielle Kaloran, kind of maybe taking over that role a little bit in terms of what they did last year on the club this season.
Yeah, and her ability to crash the boards, and she had, I think, offensive rebound after offensive rebound that really we went through a little funk the last couple of minutes of that first quarter, and then our offensive rebounding really took over, and she was kind of a catalyst of that. She saw the ball go up, tracked it really well, got into a good spot in the middle of the lane, and missed the first one, was a little frustrated, but listened to the assistants that told her, hey, settle down, square yourself up, finish that one. She got the next one, and then I think confidence kind of really, really took off from there.
Lila Richmond, I said in the volleyball season, did a lot of dirty work, right? She would get digs, she would do the little things well, get the second hit, get the free ball over, rally the point. Well, here in basketball, you look up and all of a sudden, here comes a guard off the bench with 10 rebounds. She gets a couple of threes, able to get out in transition, but what does she do so well underneath in terms of a guard getting rebounds?
I don't know if it's underneath. It's that she plays on the perimeter for us, so her ability to track the ball and just relentlessly get herself in position. And, sometimes it's the luck of where the bounce falls. But if you put yourself in the right position, luck is going to find you. The ball is going to find you. And she did that tonight. And she came out, she knocked down a big shot right away. And she played under control. A lot of times she'll catch it and she'll make a decision before, she even lands. And tonight it was one dribble. And more often than not, she found her sister. and good things happen when you get the ball into her hand, and the way that she, distributed the ball back. And, I was really impressed with both Richmond sisters.
Final thing that I'll ask you, Hoots, because you got 2 games here in a span of 3 days, and you got 3 games next week in a span of about 4 days. It's gonna be, so you're gonna get your basketball legs in quickly. But biggest thing from this game is what they hope to carry over on Thursday night against a scrappy club in Oak Grove.
Yeah, absolutely. Our ability to we identified early that 5 was the girl we had to take away on their team. And it wasn't just, hey, go put Violet on her and let her take her away. It was, as a team, we communicated really well. Oak Grove, I don't know anything about them, but they're going to shoot. And we're going to have to defend the three-point line like we did tonight. And then just relentlessly attack the boards, both offensively and defensively. We're not going to be the biggest team that you're going to see out here. I think we're long, though, and I think that's going to get us a lot of those, tip rebounds that we got tonight. So I'm excited that, the things that I preached yesterday and pregame today kind of came to fruition for us.
Hoots, good to see you. We'll see you Thursday.
I can't wait.
That again, Nathan Hoots, head coach for Maple River. We'll continue it with more after this with our Play the Contest. That is next.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. We go from there to our Agassiz Precision Egg play the contest, and it's the rebounding plus 17 for Maple River, 36-19. They were led by Lila Richmond with 10 rebounds, and Violet Richmond had 7 between those two sisters. That is our play of the contest again, brought to you in part by Agassiz Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. From there, let's go over our final numbers. 18 points for Hovelson with 4 rebounds, 17 for Violet Richmond with 7 boards and hit 3 made threes. From there, 8 points for Claire Irie with 4 rebounds. He had 7 points and 5 boards for Sophia Satram. 6 points for Lila Richmond with 10 rebounds and 2 threes. 4 points for Shelby Overland. 3 points for Aaliyah Hannigan. 2 points for Jocelyn Juliuson here for Maple River. The Raiders, 8 players in the scoring column, 5 threes, 5 of 10 from the line, 36 rebounds to 9 turnovers. Well, for MPB, 10 points for Harper Wick with 4 rebounds. He had 8 points for Bryn Sorensen with 4 boards, 6 points for Schmidt with 4 rebounds, 5 on the night for Schlecht with the main 3, 2 points for Violet Bull with 4 rebounds, and 2 points here for Claire Mittleiter. MPB with 18 turnovers, 3 made threes, 2 of 3 from the stripe, 6 players in the scoring column, and 19 rebounds. The Thunder are now 0-1 on the season. Next up, a date with Griggs Makota on Monday at Griggs Makota. Greg Grenz will have the call for you on that one right here on yourliveevent.com. Well, for the number 3 Raiders in Division B, they're 1-0 on this season. Next up, they'll make their way to Oak Grove on Thursday night, also on yourliveevent.com. Opening tip of the girls varsity contest right around 7:30, barring how that JV game goes in front of it. Again, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in to our broadcast here tonight. Go to yourliveevent.com for more game coverage here throughout the month, or simply subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Raiders pick up the win here and improve to 1-0 on the season. Until later this week, join us for more high school basketball coverage, hockey, and wrestling throughout the week on Your Live Event.